Mr. Speaker, the NSICOP report makes clear the Prime Minister was advised back in 2018 of the national security threats against Parliament from hostile foreign states. He was advised that measures in place at the time were not sufficient. He was advised to take further action. 3 times, the senior civil service asked for his approval for action to protect Parliament in December 2019, in December 2020, and again in February 2022. 3 times the Prime Minister withheld that approval. Why?
The Honourable Minister of Public Safety.
Mr. Speaker, I think our honourable colleague knows very well that our government was the first government to put in place a series of measures to strengthen our institutions and our democracy from the threat of foreign interference. Exactly. He knows very well that that threat was identified publicly in 2013 in a CSIS report when the Leader of the Opposition was responsible for democratic institutions, and they did absolutely nothing, Mr. Speaker.
So you're blaming Harper.
Ironic that my friend would stand in his place and say that our government, the first government to act in this important area and continue to strengthen these measures, hasn't done enough.
The Honourable Member for Wellington Halton Hills.
Mr. Speaker, the report reveals that parliamentarians, including members of this House, knowingly and wittingly assisted a hostile foreign state in Parliament and in our elections to the detriment of the people of Canada. This is shocking. And Mr. Speaker, I can't believe the following needs to be said. Parliamentarians' duty is not to a foreign state, but to the people of Canada. Simple question. Will the Prime Minister release the names of these parliamentarians?
Hear him.
The Honourable Minister of Public Safety and Democratic Institutions.
Monsieur le Président, mon collègue, c'est...
Mr. Speaker, we all know that no responsible government would reveal names under these types of confidential circumstances. So it's simply not true that a government that cares about Canada's security and our institutions would do such a thing.
Huh?
I am very pleased that there are parliamentarians in this House who have the right security clearance to get all the information that underlies the NSICOP report. I would invite my colleagues to read that report properly. The Honourable Member for Mégantic-L'Érable. Mr. Speaker, this government has tried to deny and diminish the scope of foreign interference in Canada. But the NSICOP report unmasks this Prime Minister's guilt and indifference. The report revealed that parliamentarians, including MPs in this House, knowingly helped hostile foreign countries to interfere in this Parliament and elections. That all goes against the interests of Canada and Canadians. It's shocking and unacceptable. This Prime Minister has the power and the duty, especially, to do something about that. Will he reveal the names of these MPs and the information we need to know? The Honourable Minister of Public Safety. Once again, Mr. Speaker, it's concerning to see how irresponsible our colleagues across the way are. They are asking for something that is simply not done. I would ask my colleague to speak to his own leader and ask him to accept the government's invitation to receive the appropriate security clearance in order to be able to see all of the highly classified information that our colleagues on the National Security Committee have seen. That would perhaps be a more honest way to make a point.